Listen, you feel it, don't you? Something is shifting, something you can't explain. They didn't warn you. There were no signs, yet everything in your life started to change. You've been fighting battles no one sees, smiling outside, breaking inside, losing people, losing comfort, losing certainty. And you asked me, God, why me? Because you are not like the rest. I chose you. Before the struggle, before the pain, before the silence. What's coming is not random. What's happening is not punishment. It's preparation. They are coming fast. The moments, the answers, the shift, and you won't see it coming. Stay still, stay ready, because what I'm about to do in your life will change everything. You keep asking me the same question. Why does it hurt this much? I've heard every silent cry. Every night you stayed awake, staring into the dark, wondering if I had forgotten you. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I felt the weight you carried when no one else could understand it. And still you thought this pain was punishment. No. Listen carefully. This pain is preparation. I never waste pain. Not yours. Not anyone's. But yours carries something deeper, something intentional. You were not meant for an ordinary path. That is why your battles have not been ordinary. Think about it. Why have you been tested in ways others around you have not? Why did certain doors close right when you thought they were your escape? Why did people walk away when you needed them most? It felt like loss. It felt like abandonment. It felt like everything was being taken from you. But what if I was removing what could not go where you are going? You see, purpose requires pressure. Destiny demands transformation. And transformation is never comfortable. I had to allow the breaking. Because there is something inside you that could not be released any other way. You call it pain. I call it shaping. Every disappointment you faced, every betrayal that cut deep, every moment you felt like giving up, it was building something within you that cannot be shaken. Strength, discernment, spiritual authority. You didn't gain these things in comfort. You gained them in the fire. And I was right there with you, in every moment. Even when you felt alone, you weren't. Even when it felt silent, I was working. You just couldn't see it yet. I know there were times you questioned your worth, times you felt overlooked, forgotten, even rejected. But what you saw as rejection was actually redirection. What you felt as delay was divine timing. And what you believed was punishment was preparation for something far greater than you can imagine. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. There is a version of you that has been waiting to rise, stronger, wiser, unshakable. But that version could not exist without this process. I had to take you through it, so nothing ahead of you can take you out. Because where you are going, you will need everything this pain is teaching you right now. So don't run from it. Don't curse it. Trust me in it. You are closer than you think, closer to the shift, closer to the breakthrough, closer to the purpose I designed specifically for you. This is not the end of your story, this is the making of it. And when it all comes together, you will finally understand why it had to hurt this way. You remember the moments, don't you? The doors that closed without explanation, the calls that never came back, the people who once promised to stay, and then slowly disappeared. You felt it deeply, that sting of being overlooked, that ache of not being chosen. And you asked me, why was I not enough? But listen to me now. You were never the one lacking. You were the one being protected. I saw what you could not see. I heard conversations you were never meant to hear. I knew intentions that were hidden behind smiles. And because I chose you, I could not allow certain people, places, or opportunities to stay in your life. What felt like rejection was actually my hand pulling you away. You thought they were your answer. You thought that door was your breakthrough. You thought that relationship was your future. But I saw the end from the beginning. I saw how it would drain you, how it would distract you, how it would slowly pull you away from the very purpose I placed inside you. So I stepped in, not to hurt you, but to save you. I know it didn't feel like protection. It felt like loss. It felt like embarrassment. It felt like you were standing there, watching others be chosen while you were left behind. But you were not being left behind. You were being set apart. There is a difference. Rejection isolates, but divine separation elevates. I needed to remove you from environments that could not carry your calling. I needed to disconnect you from people who could not handle your growth. I needed to close doors that would have limited what I am about to do in your life. Because where you are going, not everyone can go with you. And what I have prepared for you cannot be built on the wrong foundation. You cried over what you lost. You questioned your value. You wondered if something was wrong with you. But what if I told you everything that left was never aligned with who you are becoming? You were trying to hold on to things that were never meant to hold you. And if I had allowed it to continue, it would have cost you your peace, your purpose, and your destiny. So I allowed the rejection. Not because you were unworthy, but because you are too valuable to be placed in the wrong hands. You are not common. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. And chosen ones are protected differently, even when it hurts, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. I am redirecting you. Every closed door is aligning you. Every no is positioning you. Every goodbye is making space for what truly belongs to you. So stop chasing what walked away. Stop questioning your worth. If it left, I allowed it. If it didn't choose you, I blocked it. Because what is meant for you will not miss you, and what I am bringing into your life next will not reject you. It will recognize you. It will honor you. It will align with everything I placed inside you. Trust me, that rejection you cried over was the very thing that saved you. You've been fighting quietly. No applause, no recognition, no one truly seeing what you carry inside. They look at you and think you're fine. They see your silence and mistake it for peace. But they don't hear the noise in your mind. They don't feel the weight on your spirit. I do. I've watched every hidden battle. Every moment you had to hold yourself together when you felt like falling apart. Every time you smiled, just to survive the day. And you wondered, why is this happening to me? Listen closely. This is not random. This is not ordinary struggle. This is warfare. Not the kind the world sees, but the kind that targets your mind, your spirit, your identity. Because of who you are, because of what I placed inside you, because of where you are going. You are not being attacked because you are weak. You are being attacked because you are chosen. There is something about your life, something about your calling, that makes darkness uncomfortable. That's why the pressure feels constant. That's why the thoughts come uninvited. That's why it feels like you are fighting battles you never signed up for. You've tried to explain it, but people don't understand. They tell you to just relax, to stop overthinking, to move on. But this is deeper than that. This is a fight over your focus, a fight over your confidence, a fight over your purpose. Because if the enemy can exhaust you, he can distract you. If he can confuse you, he can delay you. If he can make you doubt yourself, he can keep you from stepping into everything I created you to be. But hear me now. You are still standing. After everything that tried to break you, after all the silent nights, the unseen tears, the internal battles, you're still here. That is not weakness. That is strength. That is proof that what's inside you is greater than what's fighting against you. You didn't lose your mind. You didn't lose your purpose. You didn't lose me. You were being trained. Every silent battle has been building your endurance. Every unseen struggle has been sharpening your spirit. Every moment you chose to keep going has been preparing you for a level most people will never reach. Because where I'm taking you, you will need this strength. You will need this awareness. You will need this unshakable connection with me. So don't be discouraged by the fight. The intensity of the battle is revealing the importance of your destiny. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. And you are definitely not alone. Even in silence, I am with you, fighting for you, strengthening you, covering you. And soon, what you've been battling in private will turn into power the world cannot ignore. Hold on. This war did not come to destroy you. It came to reveal just how powerful you really are. It's been quiet, hasn't it? Not the kind of quiet that brings peace, the kind that echoes, the kind that makes you feel alone in a crowded world. People faded, connections weakened, places that once felt familiar no longer feel like home. And you asked me, God, where did everyone go? Why does it feel like I've been left behind? But listen to me carefully. You have not been abandoned, you have been separated. There is a difference. I pulled you away on purpose, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Because where you are going, distraction cannot follow, noise cannot survive, and certain people cannot enter. I know it felt sudden. I know it felt like loss. The conversations became shorter. The invites stopped coming. The circle grew smaller and smaller, until it was just you. And in those moments, it felt like I was distant too. But I was never far. I was closer than ever. I needed your attention, your full focus, your undivided spirit. Because there are things I can only reveal to you in isolation. In the silence, I speak louder. In the stillness, I shape you deeper. This is where I've been rebuilding you, strengthening your mind, sharpening your discernment, realigning your identity. You were surrounded before, but not everything around you was good for you. Some voices were confusing you. Some environments were draining you. Some attachments were delaying you. So I removed the noise, not to make you lonely, but to make you ready. Because elevation requires separation. You cannot rise while holding on to what weighs you down. You cannot step into purpose while clinging to comfort. I had to get you alone, so you could hear me clearly, so you could finally see who you are without the influence of others. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Growth always is, but this season will not last forever. This is the process before the promotion, the quiet before the calling, the preparation before the elevation. You are not hidden, you are being positioned, and soon, the same isolation that confused you will make sense. Because where I am taking you next will require the version of you I am building right now. So don't fear the silence. I am in it, and I am lifting you higher than you've ever been before. You felt it, didn't you? The intensity of it all, the pressure that didn't make sense, the weight that seemed too heavy for where you are in life. You kept asking yourself, why is it this hard? Why does it feel like everything is coming against me at once? Listen to me. It was never random. What came against you came because of what's within you. There is something inside you, something powerful, something rare, something the world has not fully seen yet. And because of that, you became a target. Not because you are weak, but because you carry strength most don't understand. What tried to break you recognized your potential before you did. That's why the attacks were intense. That's why the betrayal cut so deep. That's why the pressure didn't let up. It wasn't just to hurt you, it was to stop you, to make you question yourself, to make you doubt your worth, to make you walk away from the very purpose I placed inside you. But look at you. You're still here. After everything that tried to crush your spirit, after the moments you thought you wouldn't recover, after the times you felt like giving up completely, you survived. No more than that, you endured. And every time you got back up, you proved something. You proved that what's inside you is stronger than what came against you. That fire within you, it couldn't be extinguished. That calling on your life, it couldn't be erased. That strength I placed in your spirit, it couldn't be destroyed. They thought the pressure would break you, but it built you. They thought the struggle would end you, but it revealed you. Everything that was meant to weaken you actually uncovered your power, because what I placed inside you cannot be taken. It can only be tested. And yes, the test was painful. Yes, the process was heavy, but it was necessary, because where you are going, you cannot be fragile, you must be unshakable, unstoppable, unbreakable. And now you are becoming exactly that. So don't look at your past pain with confusion. Look at it with understanding. It came because you carry something valuable. It came because your life has meaning. It came because your destiny is real. And hear me clearly. If it didn't destroy you then, nothing ahead of you will. Because what's inside you is greater than anything that will ever try to stop you. It feels still, doesn't it? Like nothing is moving. Like your prayers are echoing back in silence. Like you're standing in the same place day after day, waiting for something to change. You've been patient. You've been faithful. And yet nothing seems to be happening. So you ask me, God, are you even working? Did you hear me? Did I miss my moment? Listen to me. Just because you don't see movement doesn't mean I am not moving. I do some of my greatest work behind the scenes. While you are waiting, I am arranging. While you are resting, I am aligning. While you feel stuck, I am shifting things in your favor. You are looking for visible signs, but I am working in invisible ways. I am touching hearts you haven't met yet. I am opening doors you cannot see yet. I am removing obstacles before you even reach them. And if I showed you everything right now, you wouldn't call this delay. You would call it perfect timing. I know the waiting has been hard. I know the silence has tested your faith. There were moments you almost gave up, moments you thought nothing would ever change. But what you didn't realize is that every second of this stillness had purpose. Because I am not just preparing blessings for you, I am preparing you for the blessings. If I moved too soon, you wouldn't be ready. If I gave it to you early, you might mishandle what you prayed for, so I slowed things down. Not to deny you, but to develop you. Every quiet day is building patience. Every unseen moment is strengthening trust. Every delay is protecting the timing of your destiny. Nothing about this season is wasted, even now as you wonder what's next. I am working. Pieces are coming together, paths are being cleared, answers are getting closer, and suddenly, without warning, everything will begin to move. Doors will open, opportunities will appear, clarity will replace confusion, and you will realize, I was never late. I was never silent. I was never absent. I was working the entire time. So don't lose faith in the stillness, because what feels like nothing is actually everything falling into place. You've been waiting longer than you expected, praying, hoping, holding on, even when it felt like nothing was changing. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into seasons, and somewhere along the way you started to wonder if it would ever happen at all. You tried to stay strong. You told yourself to keep believing. But deep down, there were moments you felt tired. Moments you questioned, God, when? When will it be my turn? Listen to me. Your breakthrough is not delayed. It is being timed. I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked your prayers. I have not ignored your tears. I've been watching. I've been preparing. I've been aligning everything perfectly. Because what I am about to do in your life cannot arrive early. It cannot come late. It must come at the exact moment. Everything is ready, and when it happens, it will be sudden, no long warning, no clear sign beforehand, no slow build-up that you can predict. One moment things will feel the same, and the next everything will shift. Doors you couldn't open will swing wide. Answers you were waiting for will appear. Peace will replace confusion. Joy will rise where there was heaviness. And you will stand there, almost in disbelief, because it happened so fast. But I need you to understand something. Sudden to you is not sudden to me. I've been working on it all along. Every delay, every closed door, every quiet season was leading to this moment. I was positioning people. I was moving circumstances. I was preparing you so when it arrives, you can handle it. Because your breakthrough is not small. It is life-changing. It will restore what you thought was lost. It will answer questions you've been carrying for too long. It will open paths you never imagined, and that is why it had to take time. So don't lose heart now. Don't give up in the final moments of preparation. You are closer than you realize. The shift you've been praying for is already on its way. And when it reaches you, it will not trickle in slowly. It will come suddenly, powerfully, perfectly. And you will finally understand why I made you wait, before you ever questioned your worth, before you ever doubted your path, before life became heavy and confusing. I chose you, not by accident, not by chance, but with intention. I saw something in you, something deeper than what the world could recognize, something greater than what you even see in yourself right now. And from that moment, your life was never going to be ordinary. That's why it's felt different. That's why you've always felt set apart, even when you tried to fit in. That's why your journey has been harder, heavier, more intense. Because you are not common, you are chosen. And when you are chosen, you are also guarded. There were moments you thought you should have fallen, but you didn't. Times you were surrounded by danger, yet somehow you made it out. Situations that should have destroyed you, but only made you stronger. That wasn't luck. That was me, protecting you even when you didn't realize it, covering you even when you felt exposed, blocking things you never knew were meant to harm you. You thought you were just surviving, but you were being preserved, because your life carries purpose, a purpose that cannot be stopped by setbacks, a destiny that cannot be erased by mistakes, a calling that is bigger than every obstacle you've faced. And I know there were times you lost sight of that, times you felt small, times you felt lost, times you questioned if your life really mattered. But hear me now. You have only seen a fraction of what I have placed inside you. There is more in you than you've expressed, more strength than you've used, more impact than you've imagined. What you see right now is not the full picture, it's just the beginning. Because where I am taking you will stretch your understanding, it will expand your vision, it will reveal a version of you that you've never met before, stronger, bolder, unshakable. This is your destiny, not the struggle, not the confusion, not the pain. Those were chapters, not the conclusion. Your story is still unfolding, and everything you've been through has been preparing you to step into something greater than your current reality. So don't shrink back. Don't doubt yourself. Don't let the past convince you that this is all there is. Lift your eyes. You are chosen. You are guarded. You are destined. And what is ahead of you is far greater than anything you've left behind. Trust me, I didn't bring you this far to leave you here. Wait, it's starting to make sense now, isn't it? All the pain, all the confusion, all the moments you thought were breaking you. They weren't random, they were shaping you. Every tear you cried in silence wasn't ignored. It was counted. It was building something inside you. You thought you were falling apart, but you were actually being put together differently. Stronger, wiser, unshakable. Now you're starting to see it. Why certain things didn't work out. Why certain people had to leave. Why certain doors stayed closed no matter how hard you tried. It wasn't rejection. It was protection. Unseen, constant, intentional protection. I was blocking what you couldn't see. I was covering you from what would have destroyed you. I was guiding you away, even when it felt like you were lost. And now, you're not the same person anymore. You don't think the same. You don't react the same. You don't chase the same things. That's not by accident. That's preparation. Everything you went through was training you for this moment right here, the moment where your eyes open, where your spirit awakens, where you finally realize it. I was never just surviving. I was being prepared. Feel that shift. That's not emotion. That's activation. Something inside you is waking up. Something deeper, something powerful, something undeniable. The pain didn't destroy you. It unlocked you. It pushed you into a level of strength you didn't know you had. It forced you to grow when comfort would have kept you stuck. It separated you from what was familiar, so you could step into what is destined. This is where everything changes. Not because your circumstances suddenly shifted, but because you did. Now you see differently. Now you understand differently. Now you're ready. Ready to walk with purpose. Ready to move with clarity. Ready to step into everything that was waiting for you on the other side of that pain. This is your turning point. This is where the confusion ends and the calling begins. You were never meant to stay broken. You were meant to rise from it. And now, you are. Look at you. Still standing, still breathing, still here. After everything that tried to take you out, after the nights you thought you wouldn't make it through, after the moments you felt completely alone, you're still here. That wasn't luck, that wasn't chance. That was me. I never left you. Not in the pain, not in the silence, not in the confusion. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was holding you. Even when you couldn't hear me, I was guiding you. Even when you felt abandoned, I was closer than ever. And now look at what you've become. Stronger than before, wiser than before, still carrying faith, even after everything. That's not weakness, that's power. You didn't break. You bent, you struggled, you questioned, but you did not break. And now it's time to rise. Not as the person you used to be, but as the person this journey created. The one who knows pain, but walks with purpose. The one who faced darkness, but carries light. The one who was tested, but not defeated. This is your moment. Not to go back, not to shrink, not to doubt yourself again, but to stand. Stand in your strength, stand in your calling, stand in the truth of who you are. You are chosen, you are covered. You are not forgotten. Everything you went through was leading to this version of you right here. And what's ahead? It's bigger than your fear, greater than your past, stronger than anything that tried to stop you. So lift your head, straighten your back, take a breath, and step forward. Because your story is not over, it's just beginning. And this time, you won't walk in doubt, you'll walk in purpose.